out the roost. Out the roost, he let the beats build, bitch, and we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section, cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap, always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me, no.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on? We are live from the boxing section. Today is a very special day. You know what I'm saying? This show is a very special show. You understand what I'm saying? If you are a part of the boxing section, you know this is a victory party. And every time one of our young stars wins, they come on our show and give us a rundown about how they getting down. He probably just got a phone call, but yeah, man. So we live, man. We are live. We're gonna do the weekend wrap up today. Yesterday we had an interview, and I didn't get to the second show, so we'll do a little weekend wrap up with the guy that was actually there. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing it. So hey, if you want to join the panel, the link is in the chat. Let me put this link in the chat real quick, just in case y'all want to join. All right. Steph in the building. What's going on, Steph? We got my dog back. He back.
Yo.
Yeah.
From where, Jahi?
Talk to us, man. How you feeling?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, man. Everything Gucci. How are you?
I'm good. So listen, great performance. You did exactly what you said you was gonna do. You was gonna go forward and fight your ass off, and you fucking fought. Take us through that first round.
First round was really went in there, warmed up, just trying to go in there and just kind of just warm my body up because I already knew what type of timing I was on from the beginning. He called me the shot that I didn't want to get caught with, but I was fine though, Called me a nice little shot. I was stunned for a little bit, probably like 3 seconds for me. Once I got my legs under me though, it was back to business. You feel me?
Yes, indeed. What's going on, Mr. Tucker? How you feeling today?
DJ, man, I'm chilling, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Quick question. I think it was around the 6th or 7th round. What were you saying to Tim Bradley?
I was asking Tim, like, yo, Tim, you think I can get him out of here? Because I seen the dude was fading and I was ready to get him out of there, bro. You feel me? Unfortunately, I hurt my hand just a little bit in the round previous. So I was trying to get him out of there, but I had to gauge myself a bit, you know?
Absolutely, man. Like my brother Kyle was saying, great performance last Saturday. I loved all the trash talk during the fight. It's nothing more humiliating than when you absolutely giving this dude the work and you're standing up between rounds talking to him. You're talking to him during the fight. How was his English, man? Was his English any good? Do you think he was really understanding what you were saying?
He understood. He definitely, because when he hit me early in the fight, and like I had stumbled around and stuff, and he leaned over. He said, "Easy work." And then at the end of the first round, he looked at me and said, "Easy work." So he understood a lot of this stuff, you know. And he was in there. He was getting, you know, the words that he didn't understand. He could kind of like understand my intent behind it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he was getting angry. It was frustrating him a lot.
Hey,
Absolutely.
so what? So when you were standing up in that corner, and he was taking a little bit to get up, to get to the middle of the ring. Did you know at that time, like, oh yeah, I got him?
Yeah.
What was that punch that you hit him with? That you was like, yeah, I got him.
It wasn't a specific punch. It was more so his body, like he slowed down tremendously, you know? Like I just remember just keep telling myself, bro, like whatever you do, every chance you get, touch that body. Cause the more and more you invest in that body, the more and more he'll break down slowly but surely. And once I seen around round four, round five. I don't know where it is. Don't worry about it. Just come. Don't worry about it. Round number 4 or 5, I see them get really tired. I seen them take mad long to come out come out to the middle of the ring. I was like, yeah, I got him.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the boy Shane, man. Shout out to the sauce. Hey, join the panel, man. Join the panel, man.
Shot, baby.
Yeah, man. Join the panel.
What does
it
feel like to break a guy in the ring when you know you're breaking him down? You know he's getting to that point where he really doesn't want to come back out, but at the same time, he doesn't want to lose the fight. What does it feel like when you look in another man's eyes and you've broken him? What does that feel? What is that feeling like?
Oh, it's no better feeling, you know. Once I take your soul, bro. That's it, bro. I got you. I can do whatever I want, you know. My main goal at that point is just make sure I don't get clipped, and that's it. For me, defense first and safety first. But once I got you, bro, everything is pretty much done.
Absolutely. And just as a boxing fan, man, I'm not a content creator, nothing like that. I'm not a manager. I don't have any stake in the game other than being a fan. As a fan of the sport, I'm a sucker for body work. And I absolutely love the body work that you were putting on. I felt like he was breaking down. I felt like he was getting tired because you not only did you move up in weight, but you moved up in weight against a guy who's known to be a puncher. And to see, like, you can really tell just watching on TV that some of the steam was coming off of his punches. Did you also feel that in the fight?
Yeah. After I really and truly, once I got hit in the first round, he tricked me up a bit. Yeah, after that, I gained instant immunity to his shots. You feel me? Like his shots was good, but they were just bouncing off of me, bro. I was chilling, and eventually, once he started getting tired and breaking them down, they just got weaker and weaker and weaker. And then I knew I had him, man. You know.
Shout out to the boy Scotty. My dog, World Combat
Scotty, look out.
Join the panel, Scotty. This is a victory party for my boy.
Absolutely.
Yo, Shy, let's go.
Yeah,
I got my cowboy hat on.
I was like, please don't. When the ref took away a point, which I thought was BS, by the way, because he was hitting you after the break too. So I thought that was some bullshit. But only thing that I was really worried about in the fight was, oh man, please don't give away the fight. Please don't let him back in this fight. You are whooping his ass.
Thank you, bro. Like when the ref took away the point, I wasn't worried at all. Cause the way how I look at it is, yo, bro, win by any means necessary. If I had to go in there and get a knockout, I had to do it. You feel me? My main thing was just setting the tone, let him know, like, yo, man, you're not gonna do none of that Eastern European shit. You're not gonna bully me, bro. And like we gonna fight to the death, bro.
And that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling the folks. I'm like, when he hit you with that one after the clinch, you get that 2-piece that pop up. It was like, well, man, he wasn't supposed to hit him. He only hit him one. I said, I don't give a damn how many times he hit him.
Yeah.
Throw that combo at him. I wasn't mad. I enjoyed every bit of it.
Nah,
now listen,
bro.
Yeah, I just didn't want my mans to give away the fight, man.
True word. My pops telling me the same thing. Now you're right. My pops telling me the same thing. My pops is like, yo, bro. Usually my pops be all for it, but when he's telling me, yo, you understand now, you in a fight, so don't give it away.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So the big question, the elephant in the room, we gonna go ahead and get to it. Why Xander? Why it seems like you got a little extra venom for Xander Zayas, man, and I'm a fan of both of you guys. Be honest, I don't want to see y'all fight because somebody's gonna lose, man. Somebody's gonna have to lose their fight, and I love both of y'all, man. So why Xander? Why Xander?
Hold on. We need the camera on for this though. We need Jahi camera on.
If
Go
I'm
ahead,
being 100% honest with y'all, man, Xander, it don't even gotta be Xander no more. At the time, it was Xander because he was at 154, and he was back in December, he was in my division, my new division. I was moved to 154, and simple as this. Like, I was the best fighter at 154. He's supposed to be the best prospect at the time, so I called him out. You feel me? Now they sent this guy out of Xander's camp to fight me. You feel me? And I took it as a form of disrespect. Like, nigga, you sent your understudy, bro. Like, bro. So, like, it was really just that was the message. You feel me? But Xander don't want no problems with me, bro. Like, he moved up to 160. He he moved to 160, and he's doing what he has to do. He said he can't make 54 anymore, and I believe it. I know eventually down the line that fight will happen sometime down the line, whether it be 3, 4, 5 years from now. I know that will happen. But my main goal is really to have them chips. It was just to prove a point, with this guy. That's why I called out Xander at the end of the fight.
Hey,
okay. So it wasn't nothing personal, like you guys done cross paths in the amateurs before or something like that. It's just y'all view him as that guy, so I want him.
Yeah, every time me and Xander cross paths, but utmost respect, bro. You feel me? This is just all competitive love, competitive spirit. You feel me? I told myself, yo, bro, I'm the best in the business, baby, because that's true. I'll beat anybody. You line them up, I beat them. And Xander just so happened to be the guy that day, so man, he had to get it. And his friend had to get it, at least.
I love it. It.
So he moved up to 160 now?
Yeah. That's what I've heard. He moved to 160. The 154 cut was getting pretty draining on them. And I understand that. I've seen that. I moved up myself. So, like I said though, that fight will happen one of these days, man. Square Garden. We gonna start the Garden, man. I'm gonna take that W. You feel me? All my Boricua fans gonna be tight, but I'm gonna make some more Boricua fans.
Man, shut up. Hey, see, that's what I'm talk that talk. Man, we got my boy Shane in the building.
I love
we got World Combat. Me, Scotty, and Shane, we I say we the top 3 supporters of yours. Now listen, I'm gonna say I'm number 3. Right?
Yeah.
Shane number 1 for sure. That's
no questions asked.
No question about it, right? Scotty is number 2 for sure. I'm okay with being number 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right with that.
Neither.
You know what I'm saying? But I think me, Scotty, and Shane, I think we the number 1 supporters, man. We saw something in you way before everybody else could grab it. Now they saying like, oh, you're gonna have all these fans after that performance. So Shane and Combat, go ahead and ask some questions.
I want to say this. When he's speaking on Xander is facts. And Scotty can co-sign off this too. In December, Xander was having trouble making 154. We talked to his manager behind the scenes. Shout out to Peter Khan. And he was having growth spurts then. So Xander probably, like Jahi said, is definitely moving up to 160. The question I have for you is, I told you fight week how I was dawning back. You see, I'm fresh off the clock with my look on. I got my Black Wall Street. Shout out to all the good people there in Tulsa. How'd it feel to be a black cowboy this weekend? Yeehaw!
Nah, man, that shit was a movie, baby. That shit was lit. And out of all places, but going in there, man, I already knew what time it was. Yo, you know what I had that I didn't get to post? I had the Goodfellas clip where my son Tommy was like, I'm the Oklahoma kid, and he shot somebody in the foot. I had that clip ready to go. I couldn't find a way to, like, honestly, it slipped my mind to post it, so I didn't force it. You feel me? But
Yeah,
I already knew I was on my cowboy shit.
yeah,
Word.
facts.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to give another shout out to Jahi, man. His style is unique, man, in itself. And for those of you that's tuned in, you have to understand, like, in that moment when Sekneshvili landed his shot in the first round, a lot of boxers would have took to the outside to recover. You know what I'm saying? Jahi went straight back to war, man. He went straight back to the battlefield and engaged close quarters combat, dog. You can't complain about that. People was up here talking about how much he got hit in that fight. Well, guess what? If he wouldn't have jumped into the fire this fight, when have we would have seen it again? There was the perfect
Yeah.
time for him to show up the way he did. Hey, somebody got a lot of air coming in through their phone, bro. Like, I
Oh,
don't
it's
know if
me.
you can
It's me
hear me or
myself.
not, but yeah, the one thing I seen with Jahi, man, he flipped the switch on after Sekneshvili landed that power shot in the first round, but he showed that he's resilient, man. He showed that he's tough. That dude got some animalistic ways about him when it comes down to his fighter's instinct. When he goes on the hunt, he's very, very vicious with it. He's not like that as you see outside the ring, but inside the ring, once he gets into the fight, he goes on the hunt, man. And it was funny, Jihad, that your corner say you weren't listening to you. You were standing up in between rounds. What were you thinking, like in the second round when Sekneshvili was smiling and he was saying you thought it was gonna be easy. You thought it was gonna be easy. What were you thinking? What went through your mind when he said that?
Scotty, when I was thinking, like, when all that happened, I had the same mindset, like, from before, like, when I first started the fight. I understood, like, yo, this is the first 2 rounds. We got 6 more to go, bro. I'm gonna tear you up. And I already, like I said, all this stuff I already knew what was going on. Like, I went in there understanding, like, yo, the first round, I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna let him do what he do. I'm gonna let him grab some. He may land some shots on me. I didn't expect him to land that big of a shot on me, but I knew he was gonna land some shots on me. You feel me? And but I really just wanted to set the precedence for the rest of the fight. You feel me?
Yeah, it was a classic, bro. It was a pleasure even covering you that close. Shout out to the networking, Shot News getting us both down ringside to shoot. But I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. It was one of the best fights I've shot. Period. With the
Thank you,
battle
bro.
intensity that was going on, man, it was everything, bro.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that shit, man.
Hey, real quick, man. Last time you was on here, I had asked you, are you looking at this as a step-up fight? Because it seemed like you was taking it real light, man. And listen, the boxing section, he supports you fully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He talks about you, man. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, man, I don't know.
yeah.
Come on, man. Old boy might be too strong for him. He ain't right not have his grown man strength yet.
Mhm.
And then when you got hit in the first round and you dug down, I was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with Shawty. Like, yeah,
Good
Shorty got
looking,
some
bro.
dog in him. Like, yeah, he ain't even going like that. Hey, you could have folded, man, but you did not go like that. And I got none but respect for you.
Big
Don't take no more
appreciation,
fight.
bro.
Don't take no more shots like that, though. It's
I'll
about
make
going
sure of it. I'll make
longevity, man.
sure of it.
You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, Shorty. But hey, I
Word.
give it to you. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, he might not. This not gonna be as easy as he think it is. He's sleeping on
Yeah,
him because I've seen so many times you sleep and you get
yeah,
yourself in a little bit of two. I'm not saying you personally, but it happens.
yeah. But
And
yeah, it does happen. No,
the,
yeah,
the way you grabbed your nuts and said "fuck it," it's like, oh yeah. I was like, young boy ain't playing with him. I'm like, okay. Now I want to
I
know, are you at
appreciate
full
that,
strength?
bro.
You hinted to that you much stronger now, but do you feel like you at full strength, like you physically? That's you where you need to be at.
It's always room to grow. It's always places to get stronger. Right? You feel me? I'm definitely gonna keep getting stronger and keep working. But I know right now my strength, I could match anybody in my division. Up to, like, I tell you this, I could match with anybody from here to even 168 strength wise. Like, if me and you in a boxing match, I could move you around. I could punch you. I could bang with you if you, no matter what. You feel me? Up to from here, from where I'm at now, from 147, 154, all the way up to about 168.
And you
That's
got
like,
the chin to match.
yeah, I got the chin to match. A lot of people don't know, but yo, the thing is though, bro, I work like a dog, bro. Like, I work on my strength crazy, bro. I straight work on my strength. I work on my strength crazy, bro. You feel me? Like, cause remember, I was young when I gave him the game. My second pro fight, that's when I learned, like, nah, you gotta get stronger, bro. And I started wilding out, bro. I started doing like thousands of push-ups a day, thousands of squats a day. I started doing mad weights, but not heavy weights, but really just a lot of like fast,
A
a lot
lot
of
of
like
free weight and stuff like that,
yeah.
body weight.
Yeah, like but the main thing is I wanted to make sure that I was able to withstand how physical it was. Cause my second fight, the dude was pushing me around. I had to rely on just straight skill, and I thank God, I got out that fight. Everything was Gucci. I got the W, you know. But my strength is never in question. That's why I knew that once I'm healthy and I'm on weight and everything is good, bro. Nobody's fucking with me, bro. Strength wise, nobody.
And listen, Kyle Davis, the boxing section, we like to call ourselves the Oracle.
Yeah,
Okay, I like to tell you all this stuff before everybody else tell you all this stuff. All right,
yeah,
listen, I want to say 98% of the time I'm
You cut out, Kyle. You cut
We
out.
lost, we lost you. But man, you know what? I don't do this often, young man, but I'm gonna have a drink in celebration of that way you looked the other day, man. Like you's a dog. I'm gonna have a drink, have a shot just for you.
I think we lost Jahi too.
Got both of them dropped. Do you see him in the back, D?
No, I can't. I can't see it. You had to ask Kyle.
my bad, my
Oh, there he is. There he is.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
my
back,
bad.
y'all.
Okay.
Okay. So how long do you see yourself staying at 154? You feel good at this weight?
Oh yeah, nah, I'm Gucci at this way. You feel me? But only God, we're gonna tell me because I'm still grown. Like I just turned 20 back in January. You feel me? I see myself at this weight for the next couple of years for a fact. But I can't give a definite amount of years as to when.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, there's an undisputed fight for the titles coming up probably in the fall in your weight class.
Mhm.
After that, who knows, man? But if Jamel Charlo decides to vacate and move up, it'll be a free for all for those belts, man. So
Yeah.
you looking at the top 10 or top 8 right now, man. Who's some names at 154 right now? Probably the top 15 or the top 10 who you feel like can get this work right now.
Right now I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't even really look at the landscape at 154 since I moved up. I just been locked in on Nicolas. I locked in on him. I didn't really look at anything else. This week I'm definitely gonna start looking at some guys and shit like that so we can start making our way. But to be honest, it's free smoke, man. Top rank know the vibe, man. Everybody know the vibe, man. It's free smoke, man. They you line them up, I knock them down, no matter how you want it, man.
Hey,
I love it.
man, that's what
Yeah,
I love
we want to do.
it.
yeah. Real shit too. No cap. Yeah.
I love it.
Yo,
So
Jahan, can I ask you a quick question? What do you have to say for your naysayers? Like this panel right here is showing you mad love, but you got other panels out here on the YouTube that was saying that after watching your fight against Nicola that you don't have the greatest defense. What else did they say, Scotty? Oh, he's not disciplined. What do you have to say about those? The detractors.
Oh, listen, man. I gave it to you how you want it, man. You feel me? You never fight the same fight or the war, bro. And I'm happy they think that, you feel me, because they gonna gas the wrong dude to lose. You get what I'm trying to say? And I'm gonna just keep giving them different looks every time and time again, and we gonna keep winning, man. We gonna keep doing what we do. I ain't even listen to them niggas, man.
All right, appreciate that. Thank you, champ.
Nah, you know the vibes, big bro.
Of course. Screw you.
Yeah. Screw you.
So you said earlier you felt like Xander tried to sick his attack dog on you, so to speak.
Yeah.
Do you feel like? Well, no, I'm not gonna ask that question.
No, ask the question, DJ.
I'm not gonna ask that.
Nah, I'm listening.
So, do you feel like Top Rank felt the same way, seeing as how you missed weight your last fight?
I don't know.
We're gonna throw him in here with a dog now.
But I didn't really look at it like that. I look at it like, yo, I gotta fight. Like, you feel me? Since I was a kid, bro, the way how we came up training and sparring and shit like that, bro. I was like 13. I was like 11 years old sparring niggas. I was like 15. You feel me? I was like 7 sparring niggas. I was 10, 11 years old type shit. Real shit. So like, and like much bigger than me, much more experienced than me. Like, so no matter who you put me in there with, bro, I'm gonna find a way to win. So I wasn't even thinking like that for real. I just knew like, yo, I gotta make a statement with this nigga because a lot of people expected me to lose. I just gotta go in there and do what I do. And because they don't fully understand what's going on. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really the main thing.
I'm gonna say this, man. I want to see you tighten up your defense. I
Okay.
want to see you get a good two,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 3 more tough fights. You're gonna start
Yeah.
coming into your grown man strength, and I want you to see Fandor and crack his
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking skull.
I got you.
I want you to crack that weight bully's skull, Mo. Like I want you to crack his head open, Sean.
Mm.
Man,
I
keep
got
up,
you. I
keep
got
up
you.
that body work, man. Just keep
I
up that
got you.
body work.
I got you. I got you.
You
I'm
gotta
not
make
that
that
shit up,
man put some
man.
respect on the game, man. I know you can do it. You're gonna save us.
Nah, hell yeah, bro. Yo, bro, you give me a name, bro. I'll beat him, bro. I promise, bro. No matter how it has to get done, I will win by any means necessary, bro. Any
But the way
means
they setting
necessary.
it up, if you look at it, they setting it up for him to be right there in play when Charlo dropped.
Yeah,
They trying to set it up for that, so he in your way.
yeah, nah. If he in the way, he gotta go.
You
Same shit,
gotta
you know.
crush him, man. Tell him, man, it's
Yeah,
either get down or lay down, man. You make that
yeah.
happen,
Get down
Sean.
and lay down. Okay, I got you, bro. I got you.
So Jahi, how
Yeah.
did sparring boots prepare you for your fight Saturday?
Oh, sparring boots. Hey, sparring boots wasn't more so for the fight. It was just more so to test my shit. You know, on terms of the overall goal is this entire thing being the best fighter in the world. You feel me? Like Boots being one of the best fighters in the world, you gotta to be the best. You gotta beat the best. I wanted to go in there and test my shit. And but it the stuff that I used to beat this guy the other day was just stuff that I've been ready since like September. September, because I had my fight September, then I had another fight in December, and I was in great shape, but I still didn't make weight. But was ready though. And I had a similar game plan for that guy. He was just a lot more frail and shit, so he was gonna get hurt.
Yeah, man, you had a man. Man, listen, I was standing in front of that TV, man, going crazy.
Good looking, bro. Word.
Hey Tuck, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You guys hear me? Hold up. You guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear
yeah,
you,
You
sir.
good?
you
You
good,
good?
man.
You
We
good?
hear you.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a little windy outside. That's why I was asking. Right on,
Oh no,
man.
you good.
I'm Steph, bro. Hey, congratulations on the win, man. I was impressed.
Thank you,
I
bro.
was
Thank you,
um
man.
I was very much impressed. Kyle had kind of put me on you. I watched your first interview with Kyle, and again, very impressed on how adversity struck you and you fought through that. I
Thank
have
you,
a few
man.
questions for you.
Go ahead.
For starters, what's your style, man? That's one question I usually ask boxers. What's your style, man? What do you think it is, and what do you just kind of thinking in the future? What could it be to
My
you?
style, it's gonna be to win, man. Like a lot of the times, it's really just to win, and it's a lot of mental warfare in there as well when I be boxing, like
Hmm.
separate from just the trash talking alone and the other things as well. You feel me? Even when I'm outboxing a guy and just the appearance of just making it look as easy as possible when I'm doing the most outlandish shit and I'm slipping 7, 8, 9 punches and I'm throwing back like 15 at you and I'm hitting every single one. Like just shit like that just demoralizes a guy, because then he's like, damn, I can't hit this nigga. And every time I open up, he hits me with like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. So or like how I had to do on Saturday, you could just walk a guy down and let whatever he throws bounce off of you or slip it and catch it. Like it. My main goal though, like my main part of my style is to win and make necessary adjustments. Had
Hmm.
those guys' shots been bothering me, like continue throughout the fight, you guys may have seen me decide to start boxing because end of the day, my life is not worth a lot of things. And I would have had to
I
get
see.
that W one way or the next. But I saw that was the best way to go about it, so that's how I took it.
When you started boxing and your dad started showing you this and that about the game, um, who did he show you? Who did he show you to try
Showed
to
me
emulate?
showed me a lot, man. Like My pops used to show me like Mike Tyson, Floyd May. Mike Tyson was the first guy my pops got me to study. You feel me? Mike. I studied Mike. He showed me a lot of Floyd. He showed me a lot of Purnell. You know, I used to study a lot of Aaron Pryor, a lot of Marvin Hagler, a lot of Roberto Duran, a lot of Julio Cesar Chavez. A lot of people don't know, like, bro, like, I really know my main style of fighting was to be a pressure fighter, you know? Like a fighter
Right.
that uses head movement and keeps walking you down and breaks down body shots. All that other boxing shit and stuff like that I learned.
Mm, mm,
Everything
mm.
else I learned, you know?
Your I call it heresy, which is your fine tuned teaching there. Your footwork, man, it surprised me. It surprised me. I've seen a lot of different footwork styles, of course, but yours is your lead foot was out there, which just kind of struck me.
Mhm.
Um, that's just natural for you, or did your
Yeah,
dad
yeah.
say anything? Okay,
Yeah, you
all
know, it's
right,
just I just had to make some adjustments. So a lot of guys they have like just me, I'm a naturally flat footed guy, so there's some footwork things I had to make adjustments on, you know. And I'm a little bit awkward with how I step, but like I said, once I made the adjustments, it was fine.
Peace, yeah, get strong in that. Get strong in that.
Thank you.
Something else comes up to mind. Yeah, man. You're in 154. It seems to be a new dawn and a new class is coming of age now. Think Xander, think the guys over at Showtime with Vito and Ramos and so forth.
Yeah,
What if you pay attention at all to some of those names? What separates you from those guys?
the will to win, bro. You feel me? Win by any means necessary, like regardless of what. Making sure, like, yo, I get that W. And the work ethic, man. Nobody in the entire game works harder than me, bro. And I can merch that, bro. Anybody can merch that, bro.
Okay. Um, and you're from New York, born raised in New York, right? You there, Tech?
You might be going through a bad spot.
Yeah, probably.
Yo, you guys hear me?
Yeah, that's better. I heard you
All right,
now.
We hear you
beautiful.
now.
Um, yeah, I was asking you, born and raised in New York, right? That's correct.
Yep. Born and raised in New York.
Right on, man. Again, happy belated birthday to you. And I'm
Thank
trying to
you, man.
conjure up some more questions once more. But again, congratulations on the
My
win.
man can't even
Very nice win.
can't legally drink yet, and my
Nah,
man
thank
already
you,
out
bro.
here
Thank
whooping
you.
ass, man. Come on, dog.
Nah, I appreciate y'all, man.
Oh man, never change. Don't let anybody tell you to change up your style, or because I know it's a popular thing now to tell people, oh man, he should calm down with the antics. No, fuck that. Let the dude
Yeah,
know, like, man, I'm up at 4 a.m. lifting these weights. I'm
yeah,
running. I'm hitting these pads. No, you gonna know when I'm whooping your ass because I done had to put
yeah,
my
bro.
body through all of this.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like a lot of people they were talking about my antics and stuff like that, and they think that it's like for TV or some shit, bro. I do this shit when there's nobody in the gym, bro. When it's just me and the other guy in the gym, I be popping shit to niggas coaches. I be fucking niggas up, talking mad shit to them. I be like say I get behind the guy, say he throws a punch and I roll, and you know how you get behind the guy. I'm just type of nigga to
Mm-hmm.
grab him and spin him myself, like grab him and turn him around myself and set him and then hit him, bro, and then get back out the way. That type of shit. I be on fuckery when I'm in the gym, so what you do in the gym is what you're gonna do in the ring, man. So that's just who I am as a fighter.
Okay.
Tuck, let me also ask you this, bud. Steph again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, you're a young man, and
Yeah.
right now over at Top Rank, there's a lot of young dudes right there. A lot of guys with talent, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of poise, and just big dreams. Do you
Mm-hmm.
guys, when you guys get around each other, whether you're training or just shooting the shit and whatnot, do you guys talk about fighting each other, like Xander's situation, or
Yeah.
or like or being around who's that Mason and Key and them? Do they talk about fighting one another rather than, hey man, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to become something, but hey, you know what, you're down the line too, you're on that list. Do you guys
Well,
talk
I
like
mean,
that?
like, I feel like it's the underlying knowledge in boxing is how this shit goes. You know, people move up in weight, people move down in weight, and the stars align eventually down the line. You know, and we just understand, like, yo, at the end of the day, it's all a sport. It's blood sport, nonetheless, but it's still a sport. You know, And it's no different than if Mike was to play Kobe in a 1v1.
Well, Kobe, if you ask Kobe, Kobe said he's better than Mike.
Yeah,
So that's why
exactly.
I asked that question. So
Yeah,
right on.
no
Okay.
different.
All right. All right.
If you ask
Um.
Jahi, he said he could beat Brian Castano. Oh shit, my bad.
Nah, you not, bro. You ain't lie. Shit.
I'm trying to pick a fight, man. I'm trying to pick a fight.
Hey,
Hey,
listen,
listen.
listen, man. I'm a
You ain't
whatever
gotta
man.
try. Hey, listen. You ain't gotta try hard with Jahi Tucker, dog. You
I
just
know
say
it.
somebody's
I
name
know
in
it.
his own.
Listen, man. Anybody want that smoke, man? Listen, man. You hit Jay Prince, man. You hit Top Rank. A matter of fact, man. DM me direct, man. I answer my DMs. You feel me? We set that shit up. We set that shit up quickly. Once the shit makes sense, man, we set the shit up, man.
Tuck,
Hashtag
do
I ain't hard to
you
find.
Yeah.
train in Texas?
I be all over for real. Like last camp I was out in Vegas. Some camp I was in Georgia. Some camps I was in Texas. Like it really just depends, really.
Wherever you can find the correct sparring.
Yeah, for the guy who I'm facing, and like, yeah, that's basically it. This is sparring. That's really what dictates it.
And what are your dimensions again? About 5'9".
Oh, me?
Yeah, I got that
I'm
wrong.
like, yeah, I'm like 6 foot now.
Okay.
Like 6 foot. They got me at 68 inches off a reach. I think because that was when I was like 17. I think I may be at 70 inches now. I may be at, but don't quote me on
Six
that.
foot 70 inches. Okay, 6 foot 70 inches. Yeah, man. Yeah, you tall boxer there.
Yeah,
I
man.
was also impressed with
That's
your
my white
clinch
to crush
game.
Fendor.
Thank you. Well, how tall is
Uh,
Fandor? What is he like? 6'4", 6'5"?
They say 6'6", but I'm gonna say, they always gas it up a little bit. So I'm gonna say around 6'4.5", maybe 6'5".
Okay. Okay. On what you call it? You said my clinch game. Thank you, man. You feel me? That's something. That's something I work on a lot. Just working. Just like I said, I always watch a lot of Durant and shit. So that's just something I just picked up on him and just practiced it because it's an important part of the game.
yeah. Again, I asked about your style because, like, or I'll say this, yeah, like I like guys with your style, guys who want to close distance and come behind a jab and again close distance, but you really got to have good defense and frankly just be tough enough. Um, uh, you blocked a lot of power punches, man. The way you were parrying them shots and slipping those shots, it must be real tough. Do Now is that something you and your pops work on, or you
Yeah,
just
all the
since you got
time.
your dimensions like that, you just know how to kind of perfect it?
You know, something that we gotta work on. Nothing is done without work, man. You feel me? Something I
Hmm.
work on every day, man, for hours and hours of film study and hours of practice. You know, same story, man. You feel me?
This also came to mind too. Them Vargas
Mm.
boys, man. Chris Conwell's
Yeah,
out there. They need a
yeah.
division. They need a division. You ever holler at them? See what's good?
Like for a fight.
Well, talking it, or just looking for competition.
Well, I think I mentioned earlier, like with this guy, when I moved to 54, I had one guy in mind. At first, it was Xander. Then they gave me Nico, so that was the only guy I had in mind. I wasn't really looking elsewhere.
Mhm.
Being that now that fight's behind us, of course, what you call it, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do my homework, see who's in my way, see how I get to the top 10, see how I get to these ships. And man, yeah, man, whoever's in my way, man, they gonna get it, man. And it could have been anybody, bro.
Um, what's your favorite brand of gloves?
My favorite brand of gloves. Oh,
I
to
saw
be
I saw
honest
you
with you,
repping the rivals.
I was rocking the rivals. Now I love the rivals for my hands. You feel me? But if my favorite pair of gloves, I probably gotta go with Klitschko's. They're not Klitschko's. The Reyes gloves.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Reyes
Yeah,
glove, punches
Reyes
that seems
gloves.
to
glove,
be a
Yeah,
puncher's favorite glove. Yeah, a lot of punchers like
punches
that
glove.
glove.
yeah,
Yes, indeed.
yeah.
Hmm.
But like, if going my favorite is glove. Like if I'm just like if we go into a fight and y'all got an option to pick out of all the gloves in the world, I'm gonna go with some Reyes. You feel me? I'm putting pain in them, nigga, bro.
Yeah, solid black, huh?
Yeah, all black,
Get it, get
gangster.
it, get it. Mm. That's what's up. Do you what do you like to do in your spare time, man? How does Tuck calm down when he's not boxing in there and working on his craft?
I be chilling, man. Like majority of my day, I spend. I watch a lot of movies and shit. Listen to a lot of music and shit. I hang out with my little brother a lot. He number one in the country right now. He a monster too. I hang out
I
with my
didn't
little
know that.
brother. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Jamal. He's different. I'm like this, but he's sublimely skilled. He's just
Oh
as tough.
wow.
Yeah,
And how
yeah.
old is he?
Molly's he's 13. He's recently
Wow.
turned 13. Well, he's 13 now. Yeah, and he's growing up. He's gonna be fighting in the Junior Open later this year. If he wins that, he'll make Team USA as a junior. A
Oh
What
year
wow.
year out?
early. A year
Ooh.
earlier.
Wow.
Yep.
He well, I gotta say, he's probably inspired by you, man. In fact, I know he is. When
Ah,
he
thank
sees
you,
what
man.
you've done, and I'm sure that lights a fire under his belly, and he's like, I want to do that. It would be better. Um, when you are out and about and you're talking with commenters like myself, and you tell them you're a professional boxer, what's their
Mhm.
reaction from young to old?
Usually everybody's like, "Oh, really?" Because outside the ring, I don't ever really give off that vibe. Because I'm a cool guy. I respect everybody the same way. Just I would just grow to give people respect no matter what. You feel me? But so when I tell people like I'm a genuinely nice guy. When I tell people I'm a boxer, they like, "Yo, you're a boxer." Let's go, my boy. Thank you, bro. They're like, "Yo, I can't believe you're a boxer. You don't give me that vibe." And they look at me. Usually boxers have like a lot of marks on their face and stuff. Not most of the time, guys. I try not to get hit. I stay out the way majority of the time of getting hit. It's just sometimes things are called for.
Hmm.
I'm about to say, well, the point is to try not to get beat up, but hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. So at this point, man, you just want to continue to get better or and
Yeah.
get rounds in, or do you really
Yep.
want to press the gas and within the next year or so be in title contention?
I feel like that's the only way for me to get better. So it's a yes on both parts because if you leave me at this level right here, bro, bro, I'm gonna be like Michael Jordan to these guys, bro. I gotta get to the top.
Mhm.
I gotta get to the top, bro. You feel me? I gotta get to the top. So this way, yo, bro, I never trained to be just a contender. You feel me? I trained to be the best fighter in the world, and to be the best, you gotta beat the best. So bring them on, man.
So what I'm hearing is Top Rank need to get you on that Haney and Lomachenko card. Is what I'm hearing.
Top rank guy gave him that Haney Lomachenko card, man.
Absolutely. How many more times do you want to fight this year? 2, 3?
2, 3, shit. I want to fight like shit. Bro, if I had it my way, I'd fight every month. You know what I mean?
Ooh, now
I'd
you
stay.
know you asking too much.
Nah, yeah. That's a little too. I know. See, that's the thing. I know.
Now you
I know that's gonna
these
be a bit
days,
much.
now you know you asking too much for that.
Yeah, I know. I know that would be a bit much. You feel me? But bro, I would be so sharp, bro. And if I could do that, bro, it would be lit, man.
Okay.
Mm.
Word, like
So
Mike.
what's go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
cut
that's all.
you
That's
off.
all. That's all. That's all.
Okay. So what's the balance of being prepared, especially when you don't have a fight coming up? What's the balance that you keep from being overtrained?
The balance is some days is not. It's always gonna be hard work, but some days it's hard, smart work. Like days that it's a lot of film study. Like I do a lot of film study, not just myself, but of all time great fighters. I don't film study my opponents as often. I just kind of like glance over them, look at their tendencies, look at their style. Because end of the day, a formidable opponent, bro. Like I mentioned before, the art of war. You're never gonna fight the same fight. So I could be looking at him from this guy fighting this guy, and I know, yo, he he could have got 10 times better. You feel me? This is not
Mm,
really gonna give me much. He can be coming at me with a whole different game plan, bro. I tend to figure out what's going on in the first round because that's what I'm gonna see what's actually going on. I hate like building myself up to expect something. And
gotcha.
yeah, but
So
I
you
do.
rather just drill when you getting ready for a fight. You rather just drill rather than actually put together a game plan and prepare
Yeah.
for a certain fighter.
Yeah, yup. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
see some things because there's things on a fighter that are always gonna be there. You feel me? Like he'll always have the way how he approaches you. He always have the way how he holds his hands. He always have the way how he throws his punches. Those are just his natural things. You get what I'm trying to say? So you look at those things and you understand like, yo, all right. And he's always gonna have his dimensions. So understanding that part of the game is gonna be like, okay, I can drill for this build with this style. He's on the wall. What you call it? um he's always gonna be prepared for many, many, many different things. You know what I'm trying to say? Because, like I said, these guys are professional fighters too, getting up out of their bed every day, training to become better every day. You feel me? So I'm gonna work on these moves, so I know, yo, I can hit you with this regardless of what. I'm gonna hit you with this regardless of what you do, and everything else I'll figure out in the fight.
All right, I'm gonna go through some of these chats real quick. God Body said Jahi Tucker and Troy Isley best prospects at 154. Oh, for sure. Kev, my guy Kev, he's down there in Oklahoma City, so he was asking, did you get any good food in Tulsa?
Yo, man, I got some pretty good food out in Tulsa. I got some it was a steakhouse called the Lodge. Not the Lodge, the Ridge. The Ridge was pretty good.
But Troy Ozzy is at 160, and the fight that's the fight. See, since Xander went up to 160, I want him and Troy to fight. That's the fight I want to see.
My son Tuck, I want you to fight both those guys. Fight both those guys.
Said Jahi reminds me of Terry Norris.
Yeah, damn dog.
I got a quick question. Do you think I know I seen you going back and forth with Bradley as well as Andre Ward. In the video clip that's out, Andre Ward said he was in the back. Do you think he was really in the back during your performance against Nikolai, or you think he was just saying that?
Nah. He really was. Because thinking back on it, when I looked over to talk to Tim, I didn't see him. Feel me? Thinking back on it, I looked over to talk to him, I really didn't see Dre for real. So he really was back there. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, he was.
All right, shout out to Andre
that's when he
Ward.
went back to do that interview with Dog Bay, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh?
I think that's when he stepped to the back to do that interview with Dog Bay. When he interviewed Dog Bay in the locker room.
Yeah. He said he went in the back to go hit my son Dog Bay with a nice little interview, you know. And that's, of course, it's part of the business. For me, I expected it. You know, like, so I was hoping Drake could see that. You feel me?
Yeah, because it seems like, shout out to Andre Ward, the Hall of Fame legend. It seems like he's one of the biggest critics over there at the top ranked staff.
We all need one. You need a good critic.
Ward, Mr. Ward, he's a critic. He's a big critic. However, I appreciate him because one, he's a legend. One thing you can do. He's He's a big legend. You feel me? And the main thing is that one thing I can never take away from him, nobody take away from him, is what he's done in the sport. You feel me? And like, so even just being able to be in the presence of these guys, just boxing, bro, is a blessing to me, bro. You feel me? It's some shit that I couldn't dream of in a million years, you know, and the younger me would be so proud, bro.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Tuck again, to those names just mentioned earlier, fight those guys, young sir. Fight those guys. Don't run from those guys. Fight those guys.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. Fight those guys. Isley, Xander, that's smoke. It's competition. That's how guys like me are going to be looking at you and judging you. Fight those guys.
Yeah, man. That's all
He's not in the same. He's not in the same weight class as Troy Isley, Steph. I just told you that.
It doesn't matter. He's a middleweight on the way. I mean, I know those guys just moved up or are in those divisions, but those are his contemporaries. Those are the guys who he came in. Those are the guys who I'm comparing him to.
Yeah, man. These guys, man, like, all these fights is gonna be made. Because one thing I will tell you, I love about this new generation of our fighters is that we be on bullshit. Oh, and everybody train like a dog. You feel me? Nobody train like us. We take it to a different level, bro. You feel me? I I take it like, bro. I know, right though. None of these niggas know how it feels to train from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. straight, no breaks type shit. Niggas don't know how it feels. And that's not like an everyday type of thing. That's not like a once in a while type of thing. That was like an everyday thing for many training camps. You get what I'm trying to say? Niggas don't like that. That's how I know. Nah, like, bro, like I know you niggas don't work as hard as me, bro. You feel me? Bro, they like you niggas won't go as far as me, bro. I promise you, bro. You feel me? Cause, bro, word of my mother, bro. If there's been days where I've literally stayed up till like 3 a.m. in the morning from being up from like 7 a.m. in the morning, just training, bro. Whether that be film study, whether that be conditioning work, bro. The amount, bro, I don't even know how many push-ups I did, bro. In just that last camp, I don't even know how many push-ups I did, bro. But I know these niggas ain't fucking with me, bro. You know. But one
They
thing I
know.
will say is everybody feels like they're the best. So I love that about this era, and I feel like we're gonna have many, 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 many great fights in this era.
They know. They know. All you athletes know who's putting in the work and who isn't. So again, young sir, fight those guys who I just said, man. Those are the
Word,
ones you came in with. Those are the ones
word.
you probably gonna leave with. So
It's a fact.
go ahead and get it. This just jumped to my mind. What's your father like, man? How's he dad, not the trainer?
A
What's
dad,
y'all's
not a trainer.
relationship
My
like?
father's a very wise man, bro. But the thing is, dad. Oh, okay. My dad, he's a. My dad. That's the thing. It's kind of like he kind of integrates the two. You feel me? Cause my dad, without this boxing, he's a very, very, very wise man. You feel me? When it comes to boxing, remember he started around the same time I started. I say about 13 years now, cause I was 7, so I'm 20 now. So 13 years where he really was serious into this shit and really started like elevating his own game, you know. And it's crazy how time flies, man. But I've seen my father grow tremendously as a trainer. So big props to him because a lot of dudes can't do what he does. A lot of dudes can't go from not being a fighter at all to being the best trainer in boxing and merch. Like niggas can really say that because none of these niggas is working as hard as my pops, bro. None of these niggas will have you right like my pops, bro. You feel me?
Jahai,
Word. Yo.
I have a question for you. Actually, are your fighting style? Are you more of a power puncher or a boxer puncher? Are you more a guy who relies on his boxing more, or do you rely more on your power?
Oh, by boxing, 10 out of 10. You feel me? Skills pay bills. But don't get it wrong. Like I can do both. I can do both. You feel me? But if I had to choose, I'm going my skills. 10 out of 10.
Okay. And I asked you a question in a chat. I'm not sure if you saw it, but for you, what fighters did you look up to, and what when you first started boxing, what fighters did you take parts of their game from? Like what fighters did you take parts of their game and put it into yours? Oh, you
So I felt like I could relate to him, and he was undefeated, and he was getting money. You feel me? As a young kid, seeing that, seeing a dude getting money undefeated, and he come from a similar background as you, man, that shit motivate the hell out of you. So I used to study him. I used to study a lot of his defense, a lot of his offenses. Sugar Ray
you cut
Leonard.
off a little bit. Can you repeat what you said? You cut off in the middle of you talking a little bit.
Okay.
Your
Uh, did,
your
did,
sound
did
went
you
out.
hit? Do you heard? I said Floyd Mayweather. You feel
Oh,
Floyd
you said
Mayweather? He
Floyd?
was. Yup, he's definitely one of those guys. You know, I related to him a lot, so I definitely have to include him. Another guy, Sugar Ray Leonard. All the four kings, really. All the four kings, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, and Tommy Hearns, all those guys, because they were just all dogs and animals, bro. And they really represent what boxing means to me, bro. You know, it's just an all-out calculated chess war until it's not, until it's just brute force. And how badly do you want this shit? You feel me? Um, Pernell Whitaker. I don't know. A lot of people. I don't know if you guys see my earlier fights, but I could like move around a bit if I have to. You know, I can be defensively wise if I have to. Muhammad Ali because he's the greatest fighter, of course. Sugar Ray Robinson because he's another guy who I can say, yo, he's the greatest fighter. You know,
Do you have
Julio
someone in
Cesar
this current
Chavez,
generation?
Shakur Stevenson, and Lomachenko. Those two
Oh,
guys
Loma.
are phenomenal. Yup, Lomachenko, 397 amateur wins, 397 amateur fights, 396 amateur wins. You know, he's a monster, bro. So just that hearing that shit alone, and knowing how hard it is to win in the amateurs, I had to study Lomachenko. You know, the most skilled fighter of all time. Um, Shakur Stevenson, another guy who's sublimely skilled. You feel me? I see my little brother had a lot of success using his skills, so I had to go and study myself. You feel me? Or
Yeah, no, yeah, and I see a little the guys I've seen some of the highlights of your fight. You have a little bit of Floyd in you, and a little. You have more Parnell than Floyd to me when
yeah,
I saw some of your fight.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Because Floyd is a bit more, how can I say, like he's less risk taking. You know, he's less risk taking.
Parnell is not as risk taking, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like Floyd
Yeah, like
doesn't take
yeah,
unnecessary risks.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yup. Like Purnell would take more risks on the defensive end, not more so offensive, but defensively. Like Purnell will put his hands down and attempt to slip. Like he will attempt to slip like 10, 12 shots. He will attempt that. Floyd will simply put just like block, and grab you before you get to number 5. You feel me?
Wait,
Ja,
you
I
said
just
you
want
were
to slip this in
154
here.
or 147?
I'm at 54
Jahi,
right now. I'm at
you
54 now. I
150.
was fighting at 47, but I'm at 54
Yeah,
now.
dude, I want to see you versus Jesus Ramos. That
Jesus
would be
Ramos,
a
I'll
good
beat
fight.
the shit out of Jesus Ramos. I'd outbox the shit out of Twin. He a good fighter though, but I'll outbox dog shit out of him.
Tuck, I just want to slip this in here. Another reminder. Yeah, man, just keep working on your footwork, man. Get your footwork real strong with
I got you.
what Ja's footwork is. Because
Thank
I heard you said earlier, man. Everyone's fought up in the game, but the long as your foundations can be strong,
you.
you'll
Yep.
be able to see adversity and see it through. The only way
Thank
through
you.
is through.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Definitely.
Jahi, is there a skill that you feel fans underestimate with you because you're such a great boxer?
I feel like fans underestimate my actual fundamentals. Like if you watch my fights and stuff, like I know I come off as awkward a lot. Just because of like just how I do things. It's always been like that since I was a kid. But uh, I'll say one thing. My fundamentally speaking, nobody can really like. I'm up there, bro. Whether like if like when my dad told me, yo, go in there and use your jab, I was able to go in there and like apply my jab and like really like control the fight with just my jab. And I can do that with the best of them, with some of the best fighters in the world, guaranteed.
For me, as a fan of yours, I feel fans sometimes underestimate your power
That too.
because because you rely so much on your boxing skills, and people feel that you don't have enough power to knock someone out and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Like, it's more so just like I agree with you. Like they really don't believe. They feel as if like I be lying or I'm not really serious or that my powers are gonna get me anywhere in this game. But I'll tell you one thing, man. It's gotten me this far, and to get this far, you gotta have something. Like, you can't be no hands. Like, there's only one guy who didn't have any power. You feel me? And and,
Hmm.
and, and he got here, and I say that's Purnell, but that's because he was such a sublimely skilled fighter. And Willie Pep as well.
Let me also
Willie
add,
Pep.
Tuck, you got to set it up, brother. Set it up. Set it up. Use that
Set it
jab.
up.
Set it up.
They know more. They just don't
Obviously some
understand.
guys don't have knockout power, but set it up.
Got you.
Um, have you gotten a chance to watch your fight this past weekend over again?
I
Not
got a chance
necessarily
to.
like study it, but just watch it.
Yeah. I got a chance to watch it.
What'd you think? What would you grade yourself?
I went in there and I did what my game plan was. My game plan was to bring the fight to him, put on a nice show for the fans, and make sure I get the W by any means. I wish I could have stopped the guy. I injured my hand a little bit. I couldn't get the stoppage, so I was a bit disappointed. But all in all, I can say job well done. I did what I said I was going to do.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Uh, 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 Jahai, since
Mhm.
I just watch the sport, I want your opinion on this. Being that you're a boxer, as a boxer that transitions from the amateurs to the pros, do you feel that it's hard since they combine multiple weights? It's harder to maintain the weight you're actually fighting in because you grow bigger as you get older and stuff like that. Do you feel since they combine so many weights in the amateurs, you feel it's harder to maintain the weight, even though you're no matter how disciplined you are?
In the amateurs.
No, in the pros, transitioning to the pros, you fight at 154 now, but do you feel
Yeah.
that it's hard since the amateurs combines multiple weight classes? It's harder for
Mm.
you to maintain the weight because you're not really fighting at your what people would consider your natural weight class and stuff like that.
Well, that's a very interesting question right there. I feel as if like in fact I feel like it's easier to make your weight as a pro versus as an amateur. because because when you're an amateur, if you're on the high level, like national level, international level, it's the same shit. You gotta cut weight, like you're gonna be cutting weight and stuff like that. The only difference is, as an amateur, when you're cutting weight, you just gotta make weight every day. Every day you're fighting. If I'm at a tournament and I'm fighting 5 times, 5 days back to back to back, I gotta eat. I gotta cut weight, eat, like to rehydrate and stuff, fight, and then that same night or the morning of lose all that weight right back again. And that shit was hell, man. I remember days where I was overseas, bro, and I won gold at this tournament.
He'll come back. He'll come back, guys. Hey, y'all hit that
Yeah.
like button, man. Y'all hit that like button.
We
It's
probably
TBS.
gonna get him out of here in a minute. I done had him on for an hour.
For
So
sure, for sure,
yeah.
for sure. But again, y'all hit that like button. Appreciate everybody coming by and stopping by. Me personally, I'm having a ball, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it,
There you
KD.
go right here.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
you guys still
hey,
with me?
Jahi, how much time we got left with you?
Oh, you guys good, man. You guys good.
Uh,
Tuck, I just want to say, man, come by and hang out with us, man. When you just chilling,
You,
just come by and just come talk some, man. Come talk some boxing with us.
oh,
Nah,
Jahi,
definitely.
I think you dropped off in the middle of finishing answering the question, so I never got
The full
heard what you
answer,
said.
yeah. My bad, buddy. It was I was cutting weight every day. I had to cut 10 pounds every day when I was overseas, bro. Every night. So I'd make weight and then I'd stay up all night cutting weight, and I wouldn't get any sleep because I had crazy jet lag too, bro. And the only time I'd get sleep would be right before my fight. I ask anybody who's on that team with me. I'd get some sleep right before the fights. I'd be fight number 10 or number 11. I'd bring a pillow and a blanket with me. I'd go to sleep at the venue. I'd tell my teammates, yo, wake me up 3 fights before my fight, bro. You feel me? And then I do it like that. I wake up, get ready, pump some guy out, bro, and then go right back to that tub, go cut some weight in that bathroom. And every night it was 10 pounds. Every night. And that shit was hell. Being a pro is 10 times easier to make weight because you only have to make it one time.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, because I read they interviewed some amateur fighters, and they say it's usually the opposite way. They feel they have trouble making weight in the pros because they're fighting combined. They combine so many weight classes in
Yeah.
the amateurs that they feel
Mhm.
that it's harder for them to what is it called, keep the weight
Maintain.
because they're
Yeah.
not maintaining the weight because they can't, they're not fighting at their perceived natural weight. That's why I asked that
Yeah.
question.
I understand that too. Another thing too, I feel like I wasn't fighting at my perceived natural weight as well. So that my answer is a bit tainted too. True. That's very true.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for answering my questions, Jahi. And hey, Kyle, I'll see you in your next stream if you're doing another one, bro.
yeah, it'll probably be later on tonight.
Okay, okay, bye, bye, bro. Have a good day.
All right.
Later, Tom.
I got one more question before I get out of here, Kyle. Yo,
Man, you
Jihad.
ain't asked no questions, man. I thought you was gonna
Now,
ask.
now,
You know what I mean?
I asked a couple questions, but I was there, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let everybody rock and roll, man. I was there, but I want to say this: what went into the outfit, man, for the press conference? You kind of set a trend. Shout out to Mark, the announcer. He was on your uniform. What was the whole get up with the robe and the wrestling t-shirt?
Oh, you feel me? Like I was cooling, man. Like me, bro. I'm a real easygoing guy, man. You feel me? I be chilling, man. The main point of the road was to show I'm comfy, bro. I woke up out of bed. My son Francisco texted me. For those who don't know, Francisco kind of like, he kind of runs everything. He helps organize the fighters and Top Rank for fight week and stuff like that. So with that being said, now I I just simply put was just very comfy. I was super comfy, and I really just wanted to just go downstairs and just show out, man. You feel me? Show like, yo, I'm chilling, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
You still there, Joe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we can
here.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
I thought you were wishing somebody luck on the way out.
Oh.
Kind of piggybanking off Tony's questions. Yeah, man. Well, I maybe see you capping out at super middleweight, big old super middleweight, something like that, or
Yeah, I can
where do you
see.
see yourself capping out at?
You
I know
know,
we.
if I'm serious, if I keep growing this shit, because I see myself, the heaviest I see myself getting is like fighting at 175 heaviest.
Yeah,
And
you're 6 foot.
and
Yeah.
depending on how I feel, like about my career and how things are going, I've always thought about going up and grabbing the most prestigious title in sports history, the World Heavyweight Championship. If the opportunity is possible and things are looking right and I'm able to do so, I definitely will, because that is, like I mentioned, the most prestigious title in all of sports. And I feel as if, as a great man, you gotta grab that, gangster.
Yes, sir. That's funny
Word.
because heavyweight boxing is my favorite boxing. It's why I'm a boxing fan.
Word.
Interesting you say that. Right on, man. Right on,
Thank you.
man. Keep
Yeah.
dreaming, man. Keep working. Keep
Yeah.
dreaming. Believe in yourself. But again, I want to stress yeah, man. Come by and talk some mess with us, man.
Nah, definitely, man.
I
Definitely,
can hear
man.
that in
I
your
appreciate.
voice. Whenever
Thank
you
you,
just
man.
hanging back and want to talk some boxing, come on to the section. He's got a cast of characters who would love to have you 24/7. So
It's
come
all
on
good.
through, man. Come
Appreciate
on
y'all,
through.
man.
And we're all fans. We're big fans. We are Jahi Tucker fans up here in the section, man.
Thank you,
Shout,
man. That's all love,
shout
man.
to
It's all
Kyle.
love. Oh yeah. Big
Most
shout out to
definitely,
Kyle,
most
man.
definitely.
Word.
Hey, listen, man. Bro, we appreciate you, man, for sliding through, taking out this time. Again, man, this was a victory. This was a victory party. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. Thank you,
And
Kyle. Now, first things first, bro. Big shout out to my son Kyle for even having for putting this together for me, man. It's a much appreciated, bro. Big appreciation for you, man, and for all the support and shit. Big shout out to Scotty. Big shout out to Sauce, man. Big shout out to my son Bass Reeves. You feel me? Big shout out to everybody who joined, everybody who had questions, man. I want
absolutely.
to say thank you for all y'all, man.
We talking about you, man. We've been talking about you since Saturday evening. You're one of the most talked about boxers in all of YouTube boxing. We are talking about you.
Thank
Right
you,
on,
guys.
man. Right
Yeah.
on, man.
Give us your final words, Jihad.
Listen, man. Thank God I got this victory, man. I'll see you guys next time when I get this. Once I get my next fight date. I'm ready for my next opponent, and I'm getting right back to that gym, baby. That's all I got in my mind right now.
All
For
right,
sure,
man.
for
Enjoy
sure.
that win.
Word.
God
Thank
be
you.
with you.
Man, another great episode, another great live stream. Shout out to my boy Scotty. Shout out to my boy Sauce. Shout out to my boy The Stash. Shout out to Jahi Tucker for coming through and chopping it up with us, man. In the words of the great philosopher Lil E, I want y'all to breathe air and live life. It's always a treat when prayers meet. Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. And with that, we out.
Word.
Appreciate you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off top.